everybody, Max here from MaksPlayground, and we're here with another game review, video game discussion. And for this one, it is the game called What Remains of Edith Finch. So if you guys know anything about this game, you know that it was announced back in 2013 at the E3 conference. It is a game from the company Giant Sparrow, and which, if you guys don't know much about that company, it's an indie company that is from Sony Santa Monica, and they also had a game that came out that did really well called The Unfinished Swan. I have never personally played that game. I've watched gameplay of it, and it was, I believe it was a Sony exclusive that came out PS3, around the PS3 era-ish, when that was still a thing, big thing I should say. No, it still is a thing, but it was a big thing. There was no PS4s at this point, I don't believe. So yeah, it came out and it did really well, and then this game was announced at E3 in 2013, and there's been some delays, but they have set a date. Not a specific date, but it is spring 2017. Hence why I'm doing this review, because spring is just around the corner. It's February now, March, and then April. So it may come out as a specific date sooner, getting closer to spring, but it would either probably be out around April, May, and then June, which is, I believe, when summer starts. So yeah, so I'm gonna play the trailer, the latest trailer that came out, I believe, and then we'll discuss it. So yeah.
The first thing I should tell you is that I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms. After my brother Milton disappeared, Mom sealed them up. Each bedroom has a story, and some of them seem a little hard to believe. I don't believe in ghosts, but something always felt wrong about the house. Coming back, I finally know what it is. There's just too much of it. But if you know anything about the Finch family, you know the stories have at least one thing in common. Someone always dies at the end.
PlayStation.
Alright guys, so that was the trailer. It came out in 2016, so that was the trailer recently, and they had it at the last E3 on the game. It was on the game floor that I read about, and there was really good positive reviews about it. They wrote about how and they said in videos about how people would stop and stare at it and they would immediately be interested and enthralled in the story, and really into the game and really excited about it. There's been a lot of positive reviews about the trailers that have come out, about the gameplay of it. I believe in LA, I don't know where in LA, they had it and people were playing it. I think they broadcasted it live. I read a little bit about that on the their website, which I will link below. It has like their blog and just about their 2 games and just a couple of things about the studio and stuff. So yeah, this game looks beautiful. The art style, the story, it looks gorgeous. I absolutely am so excited for it. It's gonna be exclusive to PS4 and PC, which is awesome that Sony is letting it come out on the PC. I don't believe that their other game was The Unfinished Swan. It wasn't, because I did take a look for it, and it was not on the PC. So I don't know. It looks like the first time I watched this back, like, I think it was in 2013, because I knew about this game. I thought it was cool, and then I forgot about it, and my friend actually recently tagged me in a video on Facebook, and I said, oh my god, like, I completely forgot about this game, and I started talking about it, and I checked out, like, you know, recent news about it, see when it's gonna be released, and I was just like, oh my god, like, that's soon, finally. And yeah, I'm excited. The story itself seems so cool. Like, it's an adventure game, and I don't know if we get to see what Edith looks like. There has been speculation, I've read in comments, I've read in different forums about it, that there's speculation that she's actually dead and she's playing from a ghost perspective, and, you know, maybe we'll, like, see her decomposed body. Like, that's kind of, like, sorry if that's a little bit much to say, but that's kind of cool. The thing is, and unlike, there's one other game that was mentioned that I don't know the title of it right now, but a lot of people are, you know, doing similarities and comparisons. And thing is, the major comparison people were saying is that everything that was happening in this game that they're comparing it to happened in the main character's head, whereas this seems to be happening in, like, throughout her life. And she said the last time she was at the house, she was 11 years old. It doesn't say how old she is now. It doesn't say why she's returning, and it doesn't say how she's returning or anything like that, so you don't know. It's pretty elusive. However, I believe that I don't know, like, I think they're, like, may do it in, like, and I read on the website it's going to be from the 1900s to present day. So I don't know if they're gonna, like, if Edith Smith is gonna explore the house, which she said, which kind of reminds me of, like, if you guys ever played Nancy Drew games, like I did when I was a kid. I loved those games. I had like physical copies of them, and I was in love with them. I played them with my grandma all the time when I was a kid, and she always got me to play them. She always bought them for me, everything like that. And it kind of reminds me of, like, a little bit like a Nancy Drew type of, like, you know, murder mystery kind of games. And, you know, it says that she's exploring the house and she's looking at different things. And if you saw, you know, in the trailer, it showed, like, a camera, and it showed, like, a pool table, and it showed journals, and every room is locked. And it said after her brother, I think it said Milton, her brother Milton or something like that, disappeared, her mother locked all the doors and wouldn't let her in certain rooms. So, you know, there's obviously that mystery aura that's there, and that's really giving people, you know, the viewer of, like, who's seeing this trailer, just this really like, this really big just, like, feeling of, like, what's gonna come, like, what's gonna happen, where is this going? And that's where I was thinking, like, where is this going? Like, what about these people? What about this family that's so mysterious? Why them? Is it the house? Is it a curse that this people, is it, like, what's that word? Malevolent? Yes, malevolent spirits that are, you know, being, like, as forces that are, you know, and she says, like, I don't believe in ghosts. But, and like, going back to maybe that she said, like, I don't believe in ghosts, but, you know, she finds out she's a ghost. If there's, like, an outside story, outside plot going on, I don't know. There's so many, like, things that they haven't really talked about in this game yet that they've released. And I love when game developers do that, but yet they're still transparent enough that you kind of, like, they'll release news every once in a while, tell us they're working on it. It's been in development for a really long time, and they mentioned it's from someone who the story was from. I believe it was, like, a movie person, like, somebody who wrote movies, and they made it into a game. And don't shoot me if I'm wrong on that one. I briefly saw that. So yeah, no, honestly though, this game looks like it's gonna be amazing. I'm so excited to play it. I'm going to buy a copy, try to get an early copy. I don't even know if they have beta for this game. If they do, that's awesome. I unfortunately don't have a PS4. All my gaming gets done on my computer. Hopefully by then I'll have a new computer to play on. So that's good. So yeah, no guys, I'm really excited. Have you been excited for this game? Have you been following this game? Have you been paying attention to the the trailers, the news about it, paying attention to it at E3 when they talk about it? Yeah, because I completely forgot about this game, to be honest, and it's kind of embarrassing when I think about it, because it's such a good game, and this is the kind of game that's right up my alley. To be honest, when I love the art style that they showed, I love that art style. I'm really into story-based games. I don't play them very much on my channel, but that's what I grew up playing when I started playing video games. Story-based, very heavy story games, from all the way back to when I got into when I first owned a PlayStation. It was Spyro, Crash, things like that. That's what I got into, and that's what I stuck with for a really long time when it came to gaming. So I love when Sony releases, I love when new releases happen like this, that they're really heavy story based, but it doesn't seem like a game that you'll get lost in the story, where it's gonna become too overwhelming that maybe the character, the player or the viewer, the player, whatever, doesn't want to continue, doesn't want to play it. It seems like a game that you're going to be playing because you want to learn more, you want to know more, and I believe it's a full game that they're releasing. I don't know if there's going to be DLC for it. That would be a kind of cool thing, as much as I really don't personally like DLC packages for games. Excuse me. I think this would be, they could do a lot with the DLC kind of thing for this game, or just patches and new things that they could release for it. I don't know how it's gonna be. I don't believe that they have any information on that, if there's gonna be DLC, if there's gonna be patches and updates, but I think it's gonna be really cool when it finally does drop, and I personally think it's gonna have some good responses, because this story, just from watching the trailers, which there are more, there was the announcement trailer, and then there was a couple of other ones, just from the announcement trailers and things like that, it looks like it's going to be a great game, a really enthralling game, heavy story based game, but just enough to, give you what you want, and I'm excited for it, guys. So that's the end of this review vlog. Make sure you check out the links in the description below. Just to mention, this is a review for thegamerholics.com, so please check out the link in the description below for that site. It is a game review site made of a really great team who works really hard to bring the latest game reviews, news articles, things like that, so make sure you check them out. Check them out on Facebook also. The group, it's very interactive, so if you're on Facebook, you're a gamer, you might like the Gamerholics group. The link will be in the description below, so make sure to check that out, guys. My social media is on there, my Twitter, my Facebook page, and my Instagram, and my email contact. If you guys want to get a hold of me to do a review, or you guys want to make a suggestion, just leave a comment in the description below. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe on the video. Subscribe to my channel. If you guys are into The Sims, you'll really like what's on there. I am bringing more content out on my channel so that you guys can enjoy just regular gaming, me sucking at games, things like that. So anyways, I'm gonna end this video now. I'll see you in my next review, guys, or my next video that you decide to check out. Alright, thanks, bye. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Peace.